What are soft costs? And I'm actually going to distinguish soft costs from hard costs as well. And we're going to have a discussion on why it matters and how you can strategically work your budget to where you can have a successful project. Because here's the bottom line, is that if you don't manage your soft costs well, you can really tank the project and increase the likelihood of your hard costs going up because you didn't have proper management or coordination with your soft costs. So in this video, I'm going to talk briefly about how you manage this overall perspective and you know exactly what it is. If you're interested in that, please stay with us. Okay, so let me just talk about this. Hard costs, that's your physical building. That's when a hammer hits the nail. Like when you are paying for very, very real things. And it's really nice for me to think about that because that is where the value is added. And that is where the workers and foremen add that value. When they screw up that piece of drywall, when they frame that building, when they finish that concrete, when they do those things, how much your building actually costs, those are hard costs. So labor, materials, equipment, site work. And in fact, it's really interesting. A long time ago, I did a little analysis between what a general contractor and a trade partner is in charge of, and the labor, the equipment, the know-how, right, the expertise, and putting the work in place, right, all the things I mentioned. These are the responsibilities of your trades. They must bring with them the materials, at least in the United States. In a lot of other foreign countries, the GC will purchase the materials, which has its benefits. But in the United States, at least, the trade partner will bring the labor, the know-how, the materials, and be a huge part of the information and prepare the site and put in the actual work. Those are hard costs, okay? That is what you're paying for to actually have a building. Now, for your hard costs to actually be effective, we need to loop in this definition of soft cost. So this is everything else around it. And I have just become a firm believer that the job of the general contractor is to provide the team, the support team, the plan, the supply chain, meaning information and materials, right, to the project site, and the right environment on the right rhythm, and to prepare trades properly so they can work in sync. So we really need to have a nice rhythm on a plan. We need to have integration with the team. We need to make sure that we're resourcing the project with the right information and materials. We need to make sure that we have the right cultural environment so trade partners can succeed. So these are all of the enabling steps. These are the soft costs. Now, the problem here is this, that typically when you're looking at it from a budget standpoint, soft costs are the ones, and typically in your GCs and your GRs, that are analyzed the most. Typically and I'm just saying from a habit standpoint, not how we should do it, a project manager will go look at hard costs and be like, it is what it is. And then soft costs, cut. But that could become a mistake. So let me tell you what soft costs are. Soft costs, like I said, are everything else around the hard costs. What it takes to design, manage, and enable the project. Things like architects and engineers, permits and fees, legal requirements and insurance, consultants, financing costs, and project management. And I do want to say that typically the first things that go are pre-construction, enough help, like especially for field engineering, and consultants, just so you know. And it's not just because I act sometimes as a consultant, but I've never seen a successful business or CEO that doesn't use consultants. So what will happen is the job site team will say, I need some time in pre-con. We need to go ahead and get some help from lean tax. Or, hey, we need to get a little bit of help with this one thing. Or we need to go get a review on our exterior skin so that we can make sure that we don't have leaks and we can reduce some risk. And PMs are like, nope. In fact, one of the main reasons why knowledge doesn't scale throughout the industry is because that learning, development, training, and consulting piece is usually slashed because it's listed on the wrong codes, meaning PMs are attacking those line items and attempting to cut them. But that can be a big mistake. So here are a couple of tips for you. A project can look feasible if you're looking mainly at hard costs, but you ignore the soft costs. If you reduce the soft costs and you don't manage it properly, you don't have pre-construction, you don't get the right help you need, you don't have your consulting, right? You are cutting these like they're costs, but really they're investments. So then you can take the project and then lose money anyway. So that is a warning. So here are some bad decisions you can make. Like I said, very little pre-construction, less effort in the design phase, rushing the permit strategy, not doing feasibility studies, efficiencies, not getting the right size team, not engaging lean practices, not training the team, not using the right systems, not buying the right technology, not setting up their project properly. Good soft costs means you have a stable system. And bad or reduced soft costs irresponsibly, when we don't look at it like an investment, means trouble downstream. So don't ask, how do we reduce soft costs? Ask which soft costs create flow, stability, and respect for people and will allow my hard costs to win. I'll put this into a blog post for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.